There's an adorable video circling around Facebook this morning of a gentleman in San Ritos, I believe it was, or Rio Santos, Brazil, where a sloth is making its way across the road and all the traffic is shut down while it's waiting for a sloth to cross the road. Have you ever watched a sloth cross the road? So some very helpful gentleman jumps out and grabs the sloth and carries it across the road and puts it up in the tree and wraps his little arms around the tree for it. And then the sloth looks back and what appears to be a slothful smile. And life goes on and everyone finds this to be a very adorable video. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast, and I just want to ask, for the sake of comparison, have we helped the sloth across the road in too many scenarios these days? I recently saw another video. It was a lengthier video about two guys helping two baby bears who were trying to swim across the river. And they were fighting a lot of current, and the two guys thought, well, maybe the baby bears will drown. And so they used their boat to get to the bears, and they fetched them out of the river, and they delivered them on the side with their mother. And I'm wondering if the mother bear was thinking, oh my gosh, how will they ever learn to swim if someone keeps doing it for them? They will never learn to swim if you keep doing it for them. You can't rescue them from every event and expect them to grow. And then today I see an article that says 71% of our 17 to 24-year-olds. Hang on. Let that number sink in. 71%. That's almost enough for a supermajority. 71%. More than half of our 17 to 24-year-olds are currently unqualified, unfit to enter into basic training. Now, let me just tell you, when I went through basic training, it's been a couple of years ago, almost 30 years ago. But when I went through basic training, most of us weren't in the best of shape when we got there. That's why we ran. That's why we did push-ups and sit-ups. That's why they changed our diet. That's why they made us get up early in the morning. That's why they drilled us to become better people. 71% of Americans 17 to 24 aren't well enough off to get into basic training. The three primary reasons: obesity, lack of high school diploma, and criminal records. Now, I don't care which one of those three lanes you want to go down. All of them have one very similar thing in common, and that is the school of hard knocks has not learned them nothing along the way. They haven't been allowed to find the school of hard knocks. They haven't been allowed to consequence when chance is they'll learn it at a young age. When the consequences aren't as drastic as a criminal record. When sitting on the couch eating potatoes might make you a little slow in your soccer game or a little off your game in football, but it doesn't lead to your obesity. When failing a test makes you feel like a crumb because you could have done better but you didn't study. Now instead we've reached a place where they've been helped too much or not helped in the right way at all. Like the sloth being carried across the road or the two baby bears being fetched out of the river, not learning to swim against the current. Well, ask yourself this question as a leader, as a business owner. And I don't care what kind of business. If you're talking about fast food or international banking, can you afford to bring people on board who don't have high school diplomas, who struggle with obesity, who have criminal records? The answer is, as you do anything, that's how you do everything. If you don't take care of your health, if you don't take care of your criminal life, if you don't take care of your education, those signs and symptoms are going to follow you for life because they're habits you're already in. If we are leaders in this generation, we need to make an impact in young people's lives by inspiring them to do the hard stuff, to be physically fit, to maintain their education, and to keep their nose clean and stay out of trouble. Because this isn't just going to haunt them now from 17 to 24. It's going to be the next 20, 30, 40 years of their life. We're going to find ourselves as leaders taking care of them and trying to carry the sloth out of the pit across the road and rescue the bear from the river. That's the habit we're teaching them. Not self-sufficiency, but reliance to get by. I'm J Loren Norris with Leading Leaders Podcast for Tell It Like It Is TV. Have a blessed day.